Taurus, what is going on with you? Come on in, have a seat, make yourself comfortable. My name's Alan from UnknownTruthTarot.com. Welcome back to another Taurus love reading. Now, if this is your first time here, and well, clearly we want to talk here. If this is your first time here and you have questions that you want answered about your romantic love life or your relationship, then start now by clicking on that subscribe button and then clicking on that little bell icon. That way you always get notified anytime I post a new Taurus tarot reading for you. Now let's get on with the Taurus love reading today, because today we're going to take a look at the status of the love connection between you and your romantic person of interest. I'm going to do that by getting one card to represent the mutual point of interest between the two of you here in October 2022. Then I'm going to get 3 cards for you, Taurus, 3 cards for your person, and then I'm going to clarify everything with the second deck, just to make sure we can get down to the bottom of the unknown truth about what's really going on in this love connection of yours. So let's get started with this Taurus love reading, and let's get one card for what is the mutual point of interest between Taurus and their romantic person of interest here in October 2022, please. Let's get one card. Thank you. Okay, we're taking 2 apparently. Let's get 3 cards for you, Taurus. What's going on with Taurus as it relates to their romantic person of interest and the connection between the two of them in October 2022? Well, we must have a lot to talk about. The cards were trying to come out immediately before I was even finished babbling there at the beginning. And so far I got an extra card than normal here, and I got an extra card than normal here for you. Let's get 3 cards for your person, Taurus. What's going on with Taurus's romantic person of interest as it relates to Taurus and the connection between them for October 2022, please? What's going on with Taurus's person? Okay. Well, this one came out in reverse and I turned it right side up. I don't read reversals, so I just automatically turn it right side up without thinking about it, unless I get yelled at by spirit that it's supposed to be in reverse. They didn't yell at me to leave it in reverse. They just told me to pay attention to the fact that it was upside down to begin with. So that tells me something already. On the bottom of the deck, the overall energy of this reading, 8 of Pentacles. This is Virgo energy. This is a card of work. It's about putting in the work on something, putting in the time, effort, and energy on something, or at the very least being willing to put in the work, time, effort, and energy on something. Right under that is the 2 of Pentacles. This is Capricorn energy. This 2s are about decisions. So this is a decision about something where there's this weighing of the pros and cons, like going back and forth about something. This can be like a 1 foot in, 1 foot out kind of an energy. It's an energy of balance, but it's more about trying to maintain your balance or get your balance back after your balance has been thrown off for some reason. But it's about weighing the pros and cons in some sort of a decision. And it's usually 2 like opposite things that you can't have both at the same time. Like, for example, you can't turn left and right at the same time. So it would be things like, do I or don't I? Should I or shouldn't I? Will they take me back? Won't they take me back? Can we put the work in on this and fix it? Or can we not do that? It's some kind of a decision point like that. I think that might actually be what it's about. I just got goosebumps all down my left arm and on the left side of my face, and the top of my head is tingling. The 6 of Swords is Aquarius energy. This is a card about moving forward into calmer waters. It's about leaving the rough, choppy waters of the past behind and moving forward into calmer waters where there's more clarity, where you're moving forward toward what it is that you actually want. So at its core, it's about leaving some mentally or psychologically painful situation or event behind, like moving away from something painful and moving toward something that you actually want. But there's an implied choice in this card, and the implied choice is this bad thing has already happened and there's nothing you can do to change that. Your only choice in the matter is when you move forward, are you carrying forward with you the burdens that that painful thing caused, or are you going to carry forward with you the lessons that that painful thing taught you and carry those forward? That way something like that doesn't ever happen again. That's the overall gist of what it looks like this reading is going to talk to me about. I may have to come back to this more as we move along through the reading. This mutual point of interest is shared energy that affects you both, Taurus. It affects you, it affects your person. It doesn't always have to affect you both exactly the same way. Sometimes it can be a case of they said or did something and now you're feeling this, or vice versa. You said or did something and now they're feeling this. Sometimes it legitimately can be some external thing that's affecting you both. But here, normally get one card, I got two. So the mutual point of interest between the two of you is the Four of Swords and the Emperor. The Four of Swords is Libra energy. This is an energy of taking a pause, taking a rest, taking a break. It's about calming your mind and going inside yourself to do some healing about something or to do some thinking about something and trying to figure out what to do moving forward from here. This sometimes can signify that the connection is on a pause, it's on a break. There's been a break between the two of you right now, and there's probably some healing taking place. Probably one of you doing some thinking about what to do moving forward. As it ties to the Emperor, though, this is the Aries Major Arcana card. Excuse me. This is an energy of control. It's about taking control of a situation, taking charge of a situation, possibly putting some boundaries in place. But this is also a master manifester kind of an energy. It's not quite as potent as the Magician, but this is someone who has all the tools, abilities, and resources to put together a plan to get what they want, and then to execute that plan to get what they want. Like I said, this is about taking control of something. Looks like there is a break between you. Potentially some boundaries have been set between the two of you. But we've also got someone trying to figure out how to take control of this situation. How do I put together a plan to get what I want and then execute that, and taking some time to figure that out. I'm going to clarify this and get some more information here. Tell me more about the Four of Swords and the Emperor. This is kind of interesting. The Emperor is card 4 of the Major Arcana, so it rules over the fours in the different suits of the deck, and we have a 4 with it. So, excuse me, this Emperor energy is definitely in control of this Four of Swords, and I think during this pause or this break, or someone doing some thinking here, they're really thinking about how to take control and get what they want. So tell me more about the Four of Swords and the Emperor. Why is this the mutual point of interest between Taurus and their romantic person of interest in October 2022? Okay. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Three of Cups. This is Cancer energy. This is an energy of being reunited and celebrating, like reconciliation, like getting back together, reuniting, celebrating. This can, however, also indicate a third-party love connection, because we do have 3 cups of love in the picture here. That could be why there's a break going on. Yeah, I think so. I have the Empress right underneath that. This is the mother of the tarot deck. She is the 3 of the Major Arcana, so she also rules over the 3s in the deck. We got the 3 of Cups right here. That's interesting. I've got the 4 of Swords and the 4 of the Major Arcana. I've got the 3 of Cups and the 3 of the Major Arcana. These are actually counterparts. Now, normally in a tarot reading about love and relationships, if you get, let's say, the King and Queen of Cups, that's a power couple. That's like 2 cards that are supposed to be together. It represents 2 people that are probably supposed to be together. The Emperor represents all 4 kings rolled into one person. The Empress represents all 4 queens rolled into one person. So if that King and Queen of Cups is a power couple, this is a power couple on steroids here. These are definitely counterparts, like on a massive scale. The Empress is the gateway between spirit, the divine, the universe, source, God, however you personally view that. She's the gateway between that and this physical 3D reality that we live in. So whenever someone is manifesting something, we see the Emperor energy, a master manifester. When someone's trying to create something in their life, manifest it, she is the gateway that it gets birthed into our reality through. So all new things get birthed into reality via the Empress energy. So for me, she represents the birth of something new. This has got a dual meaning here again. I'm already picking up that this is a dual meaning. So it's entirely possible that one aspect of what I'm going to talk about in this reading applies to you and the other one doesn't. Sometimes when this happens, both aspects can apply to you. It's just a different way of thinking about it, like a different perspective. Sometimes it's a case of one of these two ways will fit your situation and the other way will fit the very next Taurus person that watches after you. But I'm definitely getting dual meanings already here. This can mean like trying to get back together after there's been some break between the two of you, being willing to put the work in on trying to get the balance back here, trying to move away from some painful situation and leave the past in the past where it belongs, and leave the pain of that in the past where it belongs, and move forward together, putting the work in on it, trying to rebalance it. So this could be being reunited and celebrating, and this would represent rebirthing the connection between the two of you. This can also, like I said, represent a third cup of love being in the picture, so a third party, and this could represent that third party getting there because someone in this connection birthed something new. If I would have to guess at this point, I would say it would be the Emperor energy here, and I'm assuming so far that this is representing your person here, like someone who took control of things and kind of did what they want. Now, this can also represent someone trying to take control of the situation, get the two of you back together and rebirth the connection. Got the Five of Cups under that. This is Scorpio energy of thinking about the past. It's like, it's sadness. It's like remorse about the past, being heartbroken and remorseful about something that you've lost. Like here, the focus is on these 3 cups that have been spilled out. These 3 cups. All the love that's been spilled out and wasted. All the time, effort, and energy that's been spilled out and wasted. There are still 2 upright, completely full cups in the background behind this person, representing the connection between the two of you. Like the connection is still present here, but something has gone wrong where a lot of the cups have been spilled out. And someone has sadness and remorse about the love being spilled out. This can represent someone having guilt or remorse or regrets about involving a third party. This could just represent something happened between the two of you and there was a break in the connection. And now there's this idea of putting in the work on it, being reunited, rebirthing the connection, and being focused on the negative aspects of things. This, at its core, that's what this card is really about. Like, where a person's focus is aimed literally determines the emotions that they experience. So if you focus on the past, you're going to feel what you felt in the past. If you focus on something that you've lost, you're going to feel that loss. And if you focus on something that you think is missing in your life, you're going to feel that gap. So this is an energy that says you've got to control your focus. It's called your focus because it belongs to you. You get to dictate to it where it goes. But most people don't realize that, and they just let their focus do whatever the hell it wants. And their focus dictates to them where it's going to go. And then it's dictating the emotions that they experience. And these are not pleasant emotions here. I also have 7 of Wands under that, Leo energy. This is a card of being defensive about something. So this can be like defending your position or defending your stance on something. It could be like defending against accusations. This could also represent being willing to fight for what you believe in, fight for what it is you desire, fight for the connection. Or at least someone, trying to get this Taurus energy of the Hierophant. This is a card of commitment. It's about taking things to the next level, being in a committed relationship, fully committed to it, and trying to take it to the next level. So if you guys are apart, this would be trying to get it back. If you guys are back together, this would be trying to go to the next level in terms of let's get engaged, or let's move in together, or let's get married, something along those lines. I'm really feeling like someone did something that they shouldn't have done and they regret that. And now there's this, it was probably a third party that they involved. And now they have sadness and remorse about it and they want to rebirth this whole thing and fight for the connection. Now there's this willingness to put in the work on it and try to balance it out. And then that 6 of Swords of moving forward into calmer waters, leaving the painful thing in the past, moving forward toward what it is that they want. Now, in the clarifiers that actually came out for the 4 of Swords and the Emperor, we got that 6 of Swords again. I just showed that to you right here in the overall energy, the 3rd card down. I've got the Moon, and I have the Chariot. So again, 6 of Swords, Aquarius energy. It's leaving that painful thing in the past and moving away from it and moving forward toward what you want. Trying to move into calmer waters here, but having that choice. Do we carry the burden forward with us, or do we carry the lessons we learned from going through that painful thing forward with us. Sometimes this can represent leaving a person behind because they created painful situations and burdens in your life, and you're moving away from them to move into what it is that you actually want. Sometimes it's there was a problem in the relationship, and now we're working on that, and we're trying to get our balance back and fix that. So now we're trying to like leave that stuff in the past where it belongs and not focus on that anymore and move forward into being more happy, things calming down. Central to this, clarifying this overall like mutual point of interest, we have the moon. This is Pisces energy of fear, worry, anxiety, something being hidden in the dark, like something that you don't fully know about, or feeling like something's hidden in the dark. This can represent a secret being kept. That could be why we're on a break to begin with, and maybe why boundaries were put in place. It could be that the secret being kept was some third party here. Work was being put in there. Someone birthed something new and now they've got sadness and remorse about it. Could be that. This can also represent the uncertainty of not being able to see the path that you're on, not being able to see the full path in front of you. Am I still on the right path? Is this person the right path for me? Did I make a wrong turn somewhere? Should I stop? Should I turn around and go back the other way? And not being able to see clearly and having fear, worry, and anxiety based on uncertainty. It could be either of those two things. It's like fear, worry, and anxiety based on uncertainty, or fear, worry, and anxiety based on the fact that something was kept secret and maybe not wanting a repeat of that, trying to move forward so that and carry the lessons so that doesn't happen again. Final card to clarify this is the Chariot. This is Cancer's major arcana card. This is the fastest moving energy in the whole tarot deck. It's about using the will to get past any problems or challenges or obstacles that are in the way. Just through sheer will alone, being able to move past all of that and then moving forward very quickly in success and victory. Sometimes this can represent like you're leaving a person behind because there were secrets, and now we're getting the hell out of Dodge and moving forward. Got two cards here of moving forward. The card here of taking control during some sort of a break where the mind is calming down. This card, the moon, can also represent the intuition. So it could be when the mind gets calmed down, intuitive hits start coming in that allow you to move forward successfully. Could be any of those things here. It's not uncommon at this stage in the reading that I don't fully understand what this shared energy is trying to tell me. I usually come back to this once I start going through your energy, Taurus, because then I can see how this applies to you. I come back to it again as I go through your person's energy because then I can see how it applies to them. But that's what I have so far. Taurus, your energy in this connection for October 2022 is the 10 of Cups, the Hermit, the 9 of Cups, and the 9 of Pentacles, my bad, and the 7 of Cups. Got things being surrounded on both ends with cups. Cups represent love and emotions. That's kind of what I want to see in a love reading. What I don't want to see is swords, and I've got too many of them for my taste already. This 10 of Cups is Pisces energy. This is most people's goal in terms of love and emotions and relationships. This is the happy fairy tale love connection that we all dream of, the true love that we all dream of. This is like a happy fairy tale ending. If we're talking about trying to put in the work on something and balance it out and being able to be reunited and rebirth this would be that happy fairy tale ending. This would be like two people who are emotionally happy and stable and content in and of themselves, coming together into union, forming that happy love connection that we're all looking for. Now, every one of these cards has a positive and a negative aspect. The negative aspect of the 10 of Pentacles you rarely hear any tarot readers tell you about is that this card, that whole fairy tale aspect of it, can be the negative thing. A lot of times people will delude themselves and convince themselves that my connection is special, my connection is important, my connection is this happy fairy tale love connection that I've always dreamed of. And sometimes the reality of that is that's just what you want to believe, and that's kind of what you've convinced yourself. So we're going to clarify this and find out what that means for you. A person's very first card in their energy is always the most important, and yours is this 10 of Cups. So Tell me more about this Ten of Cups for Taurus, please. Why is the Ten of Cups here for Taurus? Let's get one more on that. Thank you. Got one flip over in the deck here. I see. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Wands. This is the second fastest moving knight in the deck. This is about rushing forward and taking some rapid, passionate action towards something there was a lot of passion and desire for. This can be like a wishy-washy type of an energy, like in and out and back and forth, like can't make up my mind, can't fully commit to what it is that I actually want. This could represent your person here, and the fact that they're wishy-washy, that they come and go, that one minute they're all gung-ho about this connection and moving forward with it, and then the next minute they pull back. Or this is sometimes called the player of the tarot deck. It can be that player type of a person who comes rushing in all passionately to you and gets what they want, and then they don't stay in one place for too long. They get shifting loyalties, so they rush out somewhere else all passionately and get what they want there. And then they try to run back and forth and play both sides of the fence. So it can definitely be a player type of an energy. That's exactly what we're dealing with. I got that feeling here that I felt like somebody did something that they weren't supposed to, and that they have sadness and remorse about it after the fact, and now they're trying to take control while this connection is on a break and fix whatever's wrong. That's what I'm feeling at the beginning, and this is kind of verifying that because I have the Tower right under that Knight of Wands. This is that massive change to something, some massive abrupt shift, like a foundation rocking event. This is usually when everything comes crashing down and it all falls apart. We're specifically talking about this Ten of Cups happy fairy tale love connection that you felt you had with this person. And it looks like them being wishy-washy or being a player, probably birthing something new somewhere else, has brought the Tower down. This is either, usually in a love reading, it represents the collapse of the relationship, or it represents the collapse of a belief system. Like, in other words, you believed that this was the happy fairy tale love connection. You believed this was something special and that this is who you were supposed to be with. And then something happened with them being a player or being wishy-washy or doing something that's like non-committal type of an action here. And that shattered that belief right in front of your eyes. It made you realize, oh damn, this isn't exactly the way I believed it to be. Damn. Right under that is the Ten of Swords. This is Gemini energy. This is an ending. This is a swift, painful ending to something. Sometimes this is an ending that you didn't see coming, hence the swords being in this lady's back. If she would have seen that coming, they'd be in her front. Sometimes this is an ending in betrayal, hence the swords being in the lady's back. Someone close to her stabbed her in the back and betrayed her. I got King of Pentacles right under that. This is Virgo energy. Sometimes this is Taurus energy. In terms of a person's qualities, this might be someone who is a business owner, someone who is maybe a little bit older, maybe has their finances in order, like their money, their material possessions, their assets and resources, usually doing pretty well in that department. This would be like a business owner, like an independent contractor, a freelancer, someone who works for themselves, or someone who works like higher up in a business or a company where they have some authority, like they have some like managerial aspect to what they do. Someone who's good at building and managing things. This also represents like a husband type figure, or the person that I would be working together with to build my life with them. So it could definitely represent like husband, fiance, like person that I'm living with, or that I'm moving in that direction toward living with, or toward getting married to. Don't get distracted by the fact that it's a man on the card. This could represent a man, but this is really masculine energy, and we all have masculine and feminine energies. Like a woman is every bit as capable of being the King of Pentacles as I would be, and I'm every bit as capable of being the High Priestess as a woman would be. So don't get distracted by the man on the card. This could apply to you even if you're a man and your person is a woman. It's still, that could be that type of an energy. It's what this feels like it's telling me is your person is the one that acted like a player and shattered your belief about what this relationship really was, and things came to an end. Probably didn't see that coming. It was probably very swift and abrupt. I've got second fastest energy in the deck. Very abrupt change, swift, painful ending at the hands of King of Pentacles energy. Now, to clarify this 10 of Cups, this happy fairy tale love connection, happy fairy tale ending, I have the Wheel of Fortune, the Ace of Wands, and the Queen of Swords. The Wheel of Fortune. In terms of zodiac signs, this would represent the 4 fixed signs of the zodiac: Leo, Taurus, Aquarius, Scorpio. This card has several meanings. It could represent divine timing. It can represent the Wheel of Fate or the Wheel of Destiny, so like some kind of fated event. This can represent a change in the luck and fortune of this connection. In other words, things were going good, you believed it was the 10 of Cups, and then suddenly the wheel spun the other way and everything went to hell in a handbasket like pronto. That's what I'm feeling has happened here. This is something has shifted, something has spun the other way and things went bad. Probably at the hand of this Knight of Wands type of an energy, like player type of an energy. Verified again by this Ace of Wands. This is a new beginning in passion and desire, a passionate new beginning. Now this can represent you trying to turn this around. Things are not going great. We're trying to overcome obstacles, trying to take control, trying to figure out what to do moving forward. Can we put the work in on this? Can we or not fix this? Or should I just like leave this in the past and move forward, son of a bitch? I've got that Ace of Wands here again, which is the card that I'm telling you about right now. The Ace of Wands can represent that passionate new beginning, like as in a new person. This can represent trying to re-spark the passion and the desire in this connection, trying to fire this connection back up after it's been on a break. But this is the phallic symbol of the tarot deck. It represents the male phallus and using it to be intimate. So it can represent things like passion and desire, but also sex, sexual energy, following the wand. I've got someone here who definitely follows the wand. That's why their loyalty shifts. When the wand stands up and points at something, they got to go rushing forward toward that to see what it's pointing at and do something about that. And then they can try and come back and forth between the two of you. It looks like that is what has changed things. And it looks like there's also the possibility that if not for you, for someone else that's going to watch this reading after you, someone else is thinking like, maybe we can turn this around. I believe in the power of this connection. Maybe we can turn it around and re-spark it and refire it up and put the work in on it. But I don't really see that that's actually what's happening. That might be, underlying the surface of how you feel a little bit. But I have this Queen of Swords energy. This is Libra energy. This is she who knows the truth. She's about speaking the truth on something and then cutting off the things or the people that aren't in your best interest anymore. The things and the people that don't serve your interests anymore. This usually signifies the severing of a relationship here. I call her she who knows the truth because she's usually very fair. She will let someone tell their side of the story. The problem is she already knows the real truth behind that story. So the truth you speak to the Queen of Swords, it better match the truth she already knows, or she uses the sword to cut your head off. She's the I don't take any BS queen. She's like the off with your head queen. So this looks to me like you believed there was a happy fairy tale connection. Your person did some dumb stuff that they shouldn't have done and caused everything to collapse, including your belief about them, your belief about the connection. This thing came to a swift ending. Something dramatically changed, probably really fast, based on them following their wand, their sexual desire, their sexual energy. And it looks like you cut them off. I guess it's possible that they cut you off, but it looks like you cut them off. It looks like you decided to put the boundaries in place, take control of the situation. We're broken up now. We're not together right now. Next in your energy, Taurus, we have the Hermit. This is Virgo's major arcana card. I feel like I've said Virgo a couple of times. I've got some Aries, I've got some Libra a couple of times, some Pisces, the 4 fixed signs, so Leo, Taurus, Aquarius, Scorpio. I've got some more Pisces, I've got some Cancer. This could represent Leo or Sagittarius. Gemini here, some more Virgo or Taurus. Some Virgo here, some Capricorn here, some more Aquarius here. You could be dealing with any of those signs, but in all honesty, you could literally be dealing with any sign. This is a general collective reading, so it's going to be almost impossible for me to pin down exactly who you are dealing with, because I'm not tapping into your specific energy as an individual person. I'm tapping into a collective energy of a large group of Taurus people that I'm responsible for getting messages for. So I'm just going to continue to call out all the signs that prominently stick out to me, just in case they mean anything to you. But this Hermit card is Virgo energy of withdrawal, isolation. This is like a card that tells me communication has stopped between the two of you. If it hasn't completely stopped, it has dramatically changed from what it used to be. It's fewer and farther between. It's much shorter conversations, not nearly the depth to it that it used to be, or the frequency to it that it used to be. This is a card that it's the major arcana version of this 4 of Swords. This is a choice. This is choosing to take a break or take a pause. It's choosing to go inside and heal. It's choosing to think about something to figure out how to move forward. The Hermit is not a choice. No one voluntarily chooses to go into hermit mode. Something happens and it forces a person into hermit mode. What usually happens is the Tower, the 10 of Swords, death, something along those lines. And right under this player energy here, this in and out, back and forth, wishy-washy bullshit kind of an energy, I have the Tower and the 10 of Swords. So that tells me very clearly that you were forced into hermit mode. There was some massive shift in what you believed this relationship was and where this relationship was going. And now you're in hermit mode. This is about being forced inside yourself to do some soul searching, to do some deep inner reflection, some deep contemplation, trying to figure out, what the hell do I adjust about myself so that I can move forward from here? Tell me about the Hermit, please. Why is this here in Taurus's energy for October 2022? On the bottom of the deck, 3 of Cups, Cancer energy. Again, this can be reconciliation. It can be you're going inside yourself, like forced there because of what happened. Could it be forced there by the third party? 3 cups of love in the picture. Or this could be you being forced inside yourself to do some soul searching related to putting in the work in order to be reunited and celebrating with this person. Now, this is about the third party. I have the 6 of Wands right under that. This is Leo energy of recognition. So this could be about you or your person being recognized for something. More often than not, this is going to represent you coming to some sort of a recognition, either about yourself or about your person. I think what this is saying is you recognized that there was this third cup of love, this third person involved in the connection. Yeah, you recognized that your person was in this Knight of Cups energy. This is Knights are action takers. Cups are about love and emotions. So this is actions toward love and emotions. It's like romantic offers, romantic gestures, flirtatious behavior, like someone trying to move forward with their cup of love, trying to move forward in a love connection, advance a love connection. I've got the Queen of Pentacles under that. This would be Capricorn energy. This is one half of the 2 people that work together as equals to build and manage that 10 of Pentacles. She works together with the King of Pentacles. We saw that on the bottom of the deck story when I clarified the 10 of Cups here. Again, that would be like the power couple. It would be like husband and wife, mother and father, 2 people that live together, that are like building their lives together and around each other. But notice that they're not both out here at the same time. I saw that King of Pentacles with no Queen, and now I'm seeing the Queen of Pentacles with no King. Also absent from what I'm seeing is the Ten of Pentacles, which would be like actually being physically combined together into one house, one home, one family, like building lives together, being combined together, like combining lives together. I'm getting ahead of myself here, which I don't like to do, but I kind of have to. You've got the Nine of Pentacles as your next card. I'm going to clarify for you next. That's one step back from that Ten of Pentacles. This is about being single in the physical reality, like being by yourself in the physical reality, not together. And it's probably because of this Empress energy. This is someone who has birthed something new. Like it could be birthing a new love connection. It could be birthing a new love connection. There's the third cup, and that getting recognized. They were moving forward with love offers, either toward a Capricorn or towards someone that fits the description of this, like a mothering, nurturing, loving type of an energy. Like could be someone that has a kid or someone else that is already married, or this could just be representing that they involved you specifically in a third-party situation by birthing something new. And then Five of Cups, again, Scorpio energy. Sadness and remorse about the past. Being focused on the three cups that have been spilled out. Notice the three cups here. Being focused on that third party. Being focused on the fact that maybe this can't be reunited. Maybe we're not ever going to be able to celebrate this or be united again. There's still that emotional connection in the background, though. It's just all about where your focus is, and you're inside doing some soul searching right now related to all of that stuff. Now, to clarify the Hermit for you, Taurus, I got the Two of Pentacles, the Eight of Swords, the Four of Swords, and the Page of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles, right here, second card down in the overall energy of the reading. This is Capricorn energy. This is that 1 foot in, 1 foot out kind of an energy where you're weighing the pros and cons on something, like struggling with the decision, going back and forth, like do I or don't I? Can we be reunited? Can't we? Do I put the work on in this? Don't I put the work in on this? This is an energy of being off balance and trying to regain your balance, or trying to keep it and not fall completely down. I don't think that occurred because you're in Hermit mode here. So this is you probably trying to get your balance back. Now, the negative aspect of this card, it could also be talking to me about this third cup of love here, because this can signify a person who's juggling two people. And that's sitting directly next to this Wheel of Fortune, which is the thing that changed. We went from being in this happy fairy tale love connection, or at least that's how you viewed it, and then it changed suddenly because someone started juggling you and another person at the same time, bringing the third cup of love in, and that got recognized here. Next, we have the Eight of Swords. This is Gemini energy. This is thinking about something over and over and over again on like this repeating loop in your mind, like where you can't really shut your mind off about it. It's like just going in circles, thinking it and rethinking it over and over again. This is like a self-imposed mental prison of your own thoughts. Like the reason that a person would think about something over and over like that is because, like on the card, the lady's blindfolded. She can't see the safe path moving forward from here. She can't see what the safe step to take is. So she's feeling stuck and trapped and blocked and has to keep grinding on it to try and figure out what to do here. It's also what you can't get out of your head is the juggling more than one person. Having this third cup of love being brought into the picture, laying directly next to this card is that Ace of Wands, the person following their wand. Can't quite get that out of your mind, it looks like. And hence it puts you in Hermit mode to search your soul about what to do. Four of Swords. Again, this is the first card in the shared energy that's affecting you both. It's Libra energy of, oh hey, taking a pause, taking a rest, taking a break, going inside yourself to try and heal something, try and calm your mind down. This is about the opposite of what this is. This is your mind is out of control and you can't calm it down. And this is like trying to calm it down, trying to relax, trying to slow your thinking. It could be like meditation, stuff like that. But this is about you trying to figure out what to do moving forward from here. Again, it's the minor arcana version of this Hermit card. So this looks like you're working hard to try and calm your mind down, and you may actually be starting to come out of Hermit mode and into this like more toned down version of the same kind of thing, where you're still doing some looking at inside yourself and trying to heal and trying to move forward. At least figure out how to do that, how to come up with this Page of Pentacles. Pages are messengers, so this is news and messages and communications about practical, tangible, real world, physical, you can touch it with your hands, opportunities. For me, this almost always represents planning for the future. So you're trying to calm down, figure out what to do in terms of planning for your future now that everything has changed and there's been a severing in this connection. Also, when I looked at this, I got like during the break, someone trying to figure out how to take control of the situation, how to put together a plan to get what they want and execute the plan to get what they want. I've got that same Four of Swords energy here, but instead of being with the Emperor, it's with an energy of planning for the future again. Again, more toned down version than that. Looking like a rough spot for you, Taurus. Next in your energy in this connection for October 2022, Taurus, we got the Nine of Coins, Nine of Pentacles. Coins and Pentacles mean the same thing. This deck just calls them coins. The other deck calls them Pentacles. This, again, is Virgo energy. It's a singles energy. It's about being physically single, like not physically with another person in the same location. It's the step backwards from the Ten of Pentacles, where you would have been like living together and having combined your lives together, possibly even married or just living together. And this is like, that's not happening now. Now I'm physically by myself. This is like with you or without you or in spite of you. I'm single and abundant and prosperous in my own right. I don't need you to physically take care of me. I don't need you to financially take care of me. I can do all this on my own. So this doesn't necessarily mean that you want to be single. It just means that you are single and that you have the ability to take care of yourself physically and probably financially as well. Tell me about this Nine of Coins for Taurus. Why is that here, please? Why is the Nine of Coins here? Thank you. Ouch. Bottom of the deck. The reason the Nine of Coins is here. Knight of Wands. Again, that's that really fast moving, passion-based, action-taking energy. Like rushing forward, taking rapid, passionate action. It's called the Player of the Tarot deck. Somebody with shifting loyalties that can't make up their mind on what they want. They can't stay in one place too terribly long. Probably were running back and forth, playing you and another person. Created a third party scenario, started juggling more than one person, and shit went to hell in a handbasket. Looks like pretty fast. Son of a bitch. I have the Lovers under that. This is Gemini energy. It's Gemini's major arcana card. This is divine feminine and divine masculine energy on the same deck. This would be divine counterparts. This would be like, we saw the Emperor and the Empress, like a power couple on steroids. This is a level above that even. Now, a long time ago, this would represent two people that are supposed to be together. I've got the Wheel of Fortune out here as your very first clarifier, and it's clarifying your very first card, the Ten of Cups. If this doesn't scream two people that are supposed to be together, at least from your point of view at the beginning, then I don't know what does. Now, a long time ago, before this card was called the Lovers, it was just called Love. And before that even, it was called the Choice. So this can represent a choice in a powerful love connection like this. It can also represent a choice between more than one lover. And I feel like that's definitely what's going on. We got a player here. We got juggling more than one person. We've got the wand and them following the wand whenever it decides to stand up and point. It goes to see what it's pointing at. Four of Cups under that. This is a Cancer energy of being emotionally discontent, not being happy with what's in front of you here, not being happy with these three cups, that third cup of love that we keep seeing. So much so that you're daydreaming about this other cup, this other thing that you believe might bring you more happiness and fulfillment. So this could be you still daydreaming about your person even though you're single and even though they were a player. This can also represent you just can't get that other cup that they brought in out of your head. That could be the very thing that you're grinding on nonstop and trying to calm yourself down about so that you can plan for your future and to moving forward here. Man. Now, what actually came out to clarify this Nine of Pentacles, I got the Two of Cups, the Devil, and the Nine of Cups. I'm seeing a lot of love and emotions on your end here. But now I'm also seeing too many swords for my taste, where you're in your mind. These are affecting you too. And so is this Moon card, all the fear, worry, and anxiety, the uncertainty, the secret that was being kept, the thing that was being kept hidden in the dark from you by someone who was trying to like put together a plan to get what they want and execute that plan without you finding out about it. This Two of Cups is Cancer energy. This is a love connection between two people, an emotional connection between two people. It's I breathe you in, you breathe me in, we're connected. But it is a two, and in tarot, twos represent a choice, some sort of a decision. So again, this can be a choice in this love connection. Do we put the work in on it? Do we put the work in? Don't we? Can we fix this or not? Can we leave this in the past and move forward? Or do I have to leave this person in the past and move forward? It's that kind of stuff. It's also sitting directly next to the Two of Pentacles, which again is that whole back and forth energy about it. Can't make up your mind, like 1 foot in, 1 foot out. It's totally possible that certain days of the week, if I ask you what's going on, what do you want, you're going to tell me that you want to fix it with this person and get back with them. You want to forgive them and leave it in the past and move on. And then the next day I could ask you again, and now you're like, oh, hell no, dude. This is not, nope, I'm cutting this dude off and I'm done. Or I'm cutting this chick off and I'm done. The next card is the Devil, though. This is Capricorn's major arcana. This is usually a heavy, toxic energy, especially when we got all this wand stuff and this in and out, back and forth, like playing both sides of the fence, and the Ace of Wands out here. If this doesn't scream addiction to passion and desire, addiction to sex, addiction to chase and tail, or trying to get an extra set of panties on the, on the trophy rack, put another notch in my belt, that's exactly what this screams. And doing it to the point where it's like doing it way too much to an unhealthy degree, to where they're not even actually in control anymore. This thing is controlling them. I've got the Emperor energy out here. It's entirely possible your person will present themselves as someone who's fully in control of what they're doing, and they decide what they're doing. And in reality, there's something buried under the surface that's running the show. They're not in control. They're being controlled. This can also represent a feeling of being trapped by something for you, like feeling like you can't escape this connection even though you're physically single. That could be why you're thinking in circles and staying stuck in your head and feeling stuck and trapped and blocked. This is an energy of feeling trapped by something that you aren't fully in control of, probably because the power of this connection was so great for you. I saw the Ten of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, the Lovers. It's very, very possible that you had this fairy tale idea in mind about this connection, and it turned out that that wasn't the way that you believed it to be in reality, and still feeling trapped and stuck by the connection still being here in terms of like the way you feel about it. The final card to clarify the Nine of Coins, Nine of Pentacles, is the Nine of Cups. There's two energies in this deck that to me mean someone is single, and there's both of them right there in the same column of cards for you. Single in the physical reality, like physically not in the same location, not physically connected together with them, not together anymore, on a break. And this card would be emotionally single. This would be like, yeah, being emotionally single. Like there's not actually an emotional connection. This is one step backwards from that Ten of Cups that came out first for you. So again, I feel like that's part of the change here. It's like this isn't what it was cracked up to be or what you believed that it was. And now you're struggling with this whole idea of being physically single and being emotionally single when you also still feel stuck because you still feel a level of connection with this person, probably a level of love with this person. I think that's part of what you're trying to figure out, because right next to that Nine of Cups is that Four of Swords, of taking a pause, taking a rest, taking a break, trying to heal something, trying to figure out what to do moving forward from here. There was definitely a severing, though. There's that Queen of Swords directly to the left of that. The final card for you, Taurus, is the Seven of Cups. This is Scorpio energy of options and choices, but confusion about the options and choices. There's a lot of cups here, a lot of different stuff in these cups, a lot of different things you could choose to do, a lot of different ways this situation could play out, and you're not wanting to make a mistake and pick the wrong cup. So you're feeling confused. You might have clouded judgment right now. I've got this devil energy out here. I've got you being in hermit mode. I've got you being stuck in your head, grinding on something and feeling some kind of way about this going backwards from the Ten of Cups that you thought it was to this Nine of Cups where you're now emotionally by yourself. You could also be confused because of this Moon card represents illusions or secrets being kept, uncertainty, things that you weren't aware of, something being hidden in the dark from you, and now you're trying to overcome that and probably not quite sure what to do here, which is another reason why I'm seeing this Eight of Swords. You're stuck in your head because you don't know what the safe step to take is. You don't know what to do from here, so you're feeling confused. Tell me about this Seven of Cups for Taurus, please. Why is the Seven of Cups here? Thank you. Getting a lot of extra cards in this reading. A lot of extra cards for you. Normally I get 3 cards. I got 4. Normally I get 3 clarifiers for each card. I got 3 the first time, but then 4, and then 3, and then 4. So we're having like a repeating number, 34, 34. Bottom of the deck, 3 of Cups. Again, I think you got some confusion about your options. Again, can we put the work in on this and fix it or not? Can we be reunited and celebrating or not? Do they still have the third party or not? How the hell could they do this to me and have a third party when we had it all? We had this fairy tale love connection that most people only dream about. We were probably living together or married or going in that direction of combining lives together. And now this, like, I don't think you saw this coming. I really don't. Seven of Wands under that. This is Leo energy. Again, of being defensive, like defending your position, defending your stance on something. This could be you stepping into full-blown Emperor mode and putting up the barriers and the boundaries and the wall here and keeping this person at bay. This could also be you stepping into Emperor mode and trying to figure out how to take control of this so that you can fight for what you want, fight for what you believe, which looks like at some point you believed this was the Ten of Cups. This could be you wanting to fight for that, wanting to fight for this connection, wanting to fight to put the work in on it and get the balance back in this connection. It can be either of those things. This could also represent your person having a third cup of love. You recognized that. You knew what was going on. You tried to talk to them about it. You gave them a chance to tell their side of the story, and they lied to you. This is them defending against their accusations. It could be any of those things. It could be more than one of those things at the same time. So you just got to take that as it resonates for you. I think that's what's going on for you. It's like being torn, because those two stories could be the two choices that you've got, those two options you're going back and forth with. And the next card is the Two of Wands. Again, two, it's a choice, it's a decision that you have to make. And this is a decision. It's like that fork in the road. It's like the crossroads in your life, the crossroads in this relationship. That decision point about which path leads you to the world that you really want, and which path do you have to leave behind in order to get there. It's that choice. It's also a wand card. Wands represent sex, sexual energy, passion, desire. This could also represent your person having options. Yeah, having a third cup, defending against the accusations of that, and them having a choice about which one of you two am I most passionate about. There's that Queen of Pentacles again, which is Capricorn energy, but this is like the other half of the equation of who I would be building my physical world around, building my life with. And then behind it is the Empress, the birth of something new. I think that's what's going on here. I think, again, with the dual meanings, like this is, part of this is you being confused about what to do here and not wanting to make any kind of mistake. And part of this is about your person having options and choices, and then doing something about that and making the wrong choice. To clarify that Seven of Cups, Five of Cups, I guess this can also, they're screaming at me that this can also represent clouded judgment. Like if your person's got this devil toxic energy here and that they're controlled by their wand, their passion, their desire, their drives, their urges, they're controlled by stuff like that. That could be the thing that clouded their judgment when they had options and chose the wrong thing. But this, we got the Five of Cups to clarify that, the World, the Six of Cups, and the Page of Wands. This Five of Cups is Scorpio energy. I feel like I've said Scorpio quite a bit here. I feel like I've said Capricorn quite a bit too. Like I said, you could be dealing with any sign. I'm just calling out the ones that prominently stick out in case they mean anything to you. But this is Scorpio energy of sadness and remorse about the past. Thinking about the love that's been spilled and wasted. Thinking about all that time, effort, and energy that has been spilled and wasted. While there's still that connection in the background. This card is laying directly next to the Two of Cups. That is the Two of Cups there. That connection between the two of you. It's still there. Which is probably why there's this whole trying to figure out what to do about this. And whether we can leave it in the past and move forward together. Whether we can get past these obstacles. Whether we can work on this and hopefully balance it back out. This is not pleasant energy. The World is next. This is the final card of the Major Arcana. Holy crap. I'll tell you in just a second. This is the last card of the Major Arcana. It represents completions. It's the ending of one cycle and at the same time the beginning of a new cycle. So that's saying like when one door closes, another door opens. That's kind of what's going on here. This is saying something has come to an end and something new has started. So this could be the whole idea of you guys being on a break and apart coming to an end and starting a new cycle. I don't feel that though. I feel like what this is talking about is you're confused about what to do. Having sadness and remorse about the loss of this connection and all the love and time, effort, energy you put into it. And this is signifying that the connection is over. That cycle is over and completed, and a new cycle is going to begin for you. And I don't know that you're actually able to handle that. Like, not handle it, that's the wrong word. If that's, it's beside the devil. So this is like feeling trapped by it, like feeling like you can't escape the pull of it, even though it is over. Next we have the Six of Cups, more Scorpio energy. This is the card of the past. It's thinking about the past, reminiscing about the past, reminiscing about the good old days and the way things used to be between the two of you. It can represent someone from the past trying to make a comeback. This is feeling a lot like being stuck reminiscing about the past. Like that cycle of this connection is supposed to be over and a new cycle is starting. But I've got you in sadness and remorse about the past. There's the cycle supposed to be over and a new one starting, but the new one that's starting is still you reminiscing about the past. We're escalating from the Five of Cups to the Six of Cups. So in this card, like, the connection is still there. But then that cycle ends and a new one begins. And in this card, that connection's not there anymore. You're just reminiscing about it. Right beside it is that Nine of Cups, that you being emotionally single. And the final card to clarify the Seven of Cups for you, Taurus, is the Page of Wands. This is, again, a page is a messenger. So this would be news and messages or communication about passion and desire. This would be about, like, passionate messages being relayed back and forth. Although I don't see that. So it'd be like talking about what it is that you want. This is also the minor arcana version of the Fool. The Fool is about just throwing caution to the wind and saying, you know what, screw it, I'm going to go for it. I'm just going to jump off the cliff and I'll worry about how to grow wings on my way down. I'll figure this out as I move along. This is a much more toned down version of that energy. This is more about you having the willingness to take the very first steps down a brand new path towards something there's passion and desire for. Although what I'm really feeling is this is your person had the willingness to take the first steps down a brand new path toward this third cup, because they had some passion and desire issues controlling them there. It's also kind of weird that these two columns that have 4 cards in it, both of those 4th cards are both pages. The pages are the least developed of all the court cards. It goes page, knight, queen, king. These are not kings or queens or even knights. These are like the lowly page here, which can represent like immature type energy. I feel like that's what you're dealing with from your person here. I think your person had options and they took steps down the path toward that option. He probably kept it secret from you, kept it hidden in the dark from you. And now there's this whole idea of can we or can we not put the work in on this and move forward and leave this painful thing behind? Or are they going to follow their wand again? Is their wand the sun for them, the actual source of their happiness? This is the happiest card in the deck. It's happiness, joy, bliss, harmony. Can't really get a better card than that. But it can also represent like that this person's happiness isn't tied to you as much as it is tied to their wand. It can also represent illumination, which can mean like when something's hidden in the dark, the sun comes out, shines its light into the darkness and exposes what's hiding in the dark, which is the wand, which is that willingness to take the first steps down a path. It's that toxic devil energy that controls everything. It's looking like a mess. Looking like a mess. That's your energy in this connection, Taurus. Let me scoot this over a little bit and we'll take a look at your person's energy now, because in their energy we have the World, we have the Five of Cups, and we have the Four of Pentacles. Now, the reason I said, whoa, like, you got to be kidding me a minute ago, and I said I would tell you why. In this last column I clarified for you, you got your first 2 clarifiers, the Five of Cups and the World. Your person's first 2 cards, the World and the Five of Cups. Same 2 cards, they're just in a different order here. For you, the Five of Cups came out before the World, and for them it's the other way around. Which tells me, oh man, like for you, this connection doesn't end until after the cups get spilled out and you get your focus right. And for them, the ending occurs before your cups got spilled out. This World, again, is the final card in the major arcana. It represents the completion of something, like the ending of one cycle, the beginning of a new cycle. So this could be them ending this 10 of Cups that you felt you had with this person, ending that cycle and starting a new cycle with this third cup of love that they brought into the picture. This could also just as easily represent you guys are on a break and your person trying to figure out how to take control of this break so that they can end the cycle of you being on a break and start a new cycle where you're not on a break anymore, where you're putting the work in on this and trying to balance it back out and leaving the past behind where it belongs. Have those out of order there. So we could represent either of those. So let me clarify that. Why is the world here for Taurus's romantic person of interest in October 2022? On the bottom of the deck, you can't make this up, Knight of Wands. Action taker related to passion and desire, rushing forward, taking passionate actions on something very quickly. The player of the tarot deck. Seven of Cups. That was your final card. This is someone who has options and choices, and they exercise those options and choices. It also represents confusion about what to do here, because they're in a cycle when these options present themselves, and they're in a cycle when they act on those options and go rushing off passionately towards those other cups. The Lovers, and they put themselves in a position where they're ending a cycle with a powerful love connection that they had with you. But again, this card used to be called the Choice, so it represents a choice between more than one lover, or a choice in this love connection. And looks like their choice is to end the cycle and be a player and go toward the other options. Damn it. I don't like this person. I'm sorry. Four of Cups is under that. This is Cancer energy of not being fully happy with what they had in front of them. So much so they kept daydreaming about this other cup that they wanted to dip their wand in. They probably couldn't get that out of their mind. This can also represent like a love offer already being on the table, and they just hadn't accepted it or officially rejected it yet. It was kind of left hanging here in the air. They had an options about what to do with that, and then they finally took the action and acted on it. Justice right under that. Libra's major arcana card. This is the most powerful card of balance. It's about doing the right, fair, just thing. The sword in this card is used to cut away something that's not in balance, so balance gets restored and the right, fair, just thing can happen. Like what's supposed to happen can happen. But just the fact that this card is here tells me that your person was doing something that was unfair and unjust, something that wasn't supposed to be done, and they did it. And that's what got us to judgment, which it looks like you're the one that passed the judgment and severed the connection here with that Queen of Swords energy for you. This is a final decision being made. Are we going to call this dead and over with, or can we resurrect it and bring it back to life and transform it so it's never going to be this way again? And the decision was made. Eight of Cups. This is Pisces energy of detachment. It's like emotional detachment. This person emotionally detached from you, then they physically detached from you. The person on the card is walking away from 8 full cups of love because they believe there might be something better out there for them than what they have. So they're making this conscious decision to walk away from what they have, to go off down a brand new path towards something that they think is going to lead them to more happiness and fulfillment. Like following their wand would lead them to happiness and fulfillment. I saw that here when I see the Ace of Wands, and the very next card is the happiest card in the deck. Their wand is what they get happiness and fulfillment from. Not love. Not the 10 of Cups like you. Not the 9 of Cups like you. They're in the 8 of Cups. They're detaching and walking away. Queen of Wands is under that. Enough Wands energy already. Like normally I like Wands in a love reading when the person has passion and desire for you, but this is a Queen of Wands. This is like someone who knows what she wants and she goes after it. She doesn't take no for an answer. She's very sexually motivated, sexually driven, very motivated and driven, period, but especially in that way. Sometimes the negative aspect of her is she can be problematic. She can start trouble. She can be a drama queen. She could go, ooh, I want that guy. Oh, he's with someone? I don't care. I want him anyway. And again, don't get distracted that it's a woman. This could just as easily be a man in this type of an energy. And like, ooh, I like that chick. Oh, she's married? I don't care. I want her anyway. It could be that. So And Three of Swords right under that. Look how far down I've gone in this story. It's being very revealing about your person, Taurus. This is Libra energy of heartbreak and sadness from a third energy. Now that third energy is not always another person. It's not always a romantic third party, although I have plenty of reason to believe that it is in this person's case. Knight of Swords under that. Fastest knight in the deck. We got the Knight of Wands, second fastest and the fastest. Again, I feel the speed with which this happened, like the abruptness that this took place and everything went to hell in a handbasket. You didn't see it coming. Probably happened really, really fast. This is someone who rushes in super fast and takes an action. But this is not the person who rushes in fast and then has to think about what to do or read the instruction manual to figure out what to do. This is someone who just rushes in and does it. They don't think about it first. They don't think about it while they're doing it. They rush in, they do the damn thing, and then they rush out. And they don't bother to think about it until after the fact. So it can be very abrupt, very spontaneous, like spur of the moment type of an action taker here. And that leads us to the Tower. You cannot make this shit up. This is that thing that changed everything, where it all came crashing down. This is what shattered the relationship between the two of you. It's what their actions, not thinking it through, is what shattered your belief in this Ten of Cups, and probably your belief about whether or not we can put this back together, whether we can put in the work to rebuild it and balance it back out. Ten of Swords right behind it again. Gemini energy. Swift, painful ending. Probably an ending you didn't see coming. Probably an ending in betrayal. That King of Pentacles energy again. So either this is telling me that this was an ending for you, or this is your person, and they meet the, some of the description of him being like either Virgo or Taurus, or someone who has their material possessions, assets, resources, money all in order, the person that you were building your life with. Again, Queen of Pentacles and King of Pentacles do that together as equals. And again, I've had the King by himself. When I clarified your energy, I had the Queen by herself. Now I'm clarifying their energy, have the King by himself again. And no Ten of Pentacles out here. No Three of Pentacles out here, which would be like working together as equals to build that Ten of Pentacles where we combine lives together. The only one I have out here is the Nine of Pentacles for you, telling me that you're not physically together. So this is talking to me about what ended the cycle between the two of you. And now there's a new cycle beginning. To clarify this, we have the King of Cups, Nine of Wands, and the Hermit. King of Cups is either Scorpio or Pisces energy. This is a decision maker. It's someone who is very in touch with their emotions and their intuition when they make their decisions. Although I don't feel like that's what this person's doing. This could also tell me that they still have feelings for you. They still have emotions and some element of love for you. But this is someone who does not wear their heart on their sleeve. They don't publicly express or tell people what they're feeling. They don't express their emotions. They keep that stuff to themselves. This could be the kind of person that is madly in love with you and you would never know it because they don't tell you, they don't show you the way that most people would do that. This could be someone who is in complete emotional turmoil because they have this devil toxic energy running the show in the background. They're addicted to their wand and passion and desire and chase and tail and things like that. And you would never know because he's got an incredible poker face. You would have no idea, even if you spend every day with this person. This is also a decision-making energy that's based on heart and emotions and feelings. The counterbalance to this would be the King of Swords. That would be, someone who's very smart and analytical and logical, and they make their decisions based on what they can see right in front of them. What's the truth and the facts of the matter, and let me make the best, most logical, most rational, fair decision available. Only they're going to be emotionally detached. They're not going to consult their emotions. They're going to base it strictly on the numbers. Does the math add up on this or not? And I'm going to make my decision that way. either one by themselves. Your person has this by itself. This is an unbalanced way to make decisions. This is decisions based strictly on feelings with no thought about it, no logic about it. We saw that with that Knight of Swords. They didn't think about it first. They just followed their emotions and did what they felt like doing, which was entirely based on what they felt with the passion end of things. The passion, desire is an emotion. You know, being horny is an emotion. Next, we have the Nine of Wands. This is Sagittarius energy of being walled off and defensive about something. This is also a card of healing, though. This is the wounded warrior. He's built this wall around himself because he's been hurt. It's like a defense mechanism to protect him so he doesn't get hurt anymore, so he doesn't continue to get hurt. This person's emotional wand-based decision has definitely hurt you, and there's now a wall between the two of you. You don't want to be hurt anymore. I think they're aware that they hurt you. This to me feels like it's representing the fact that they're aware that they hurt you. They can intuitively tell, they can feel that they hurt you. And they know that there's a wall between the two of you. That's probably why the overall energy is putting in the work, time, effort, and energy on this, trying to regain the balance of it and trying to leave everything that happened, the pain of this, in the past so we can move forward and like leave that back there and not look at it anymore. Yeah, let's move forward with that. Leave all this in the past like it never happened and pretend like it didn't happen. The illusion that it didn't happen. Pretend like we didn't see this. Keep it hidden, not talked about. Let's just overcome these obstacles and move forward. They're trying to figure out how to put together a plan to get what they want, which seems to be to get past your wall or some wall that is now in the way for them based on the fact that they made a stupid decision that ended a cycle between the two of you. I'm feeling more like this is your person wanting to reconcile here, but knowing there's a wall between the two of you. We got the Hermit next, which was your second card in your energy. Virgo energy of being forced into withdrawal and isolation, like communication shutting down, or at least very dramatically changing. This is also an energy of them being forced inside themselves to do some soul searching, some deep inner reflection, some deep contemplation, trying to figure out what to do moving forward. It could also be that they recognize that they hurt you and your walls are up and that you are in hermit mode based on the emotional, no thought put into it, wand-based decision that they made. Central to your person's energy, Taurus, Five of Cups. Seen this repeatedly. It's out here in your energy. We saw it on the bottom of the deck a couple of times. Now it's physically on the table in both decks. Scorpio energy of sadness and remorse about the past, being focused on the 3 cups that have been spilled out, still having 2 upright cups full of love and emotions in the background. That's these 2 cups that are directly next to this 5 of Cups in your energy. That's the love connection. It's also the choice in a love connection. And it's in the background. It doesn't have the focus. This person's focused on the past and they're feeling that. They're focused on the loss and they're feeling that. And they're focused on what they don't have and they're feeling that gap. Tell me about this 5 of Cups, please. Why is that here for Taurus's person in October 2022, please? Make sure nothing else flipped. Okay. Let's get one more on this 5 of Cups. Thank you. Bottom of the deck. 4 of Cups, Cancer energy. Not being fully happy with what's right in front of them. There's those 3 cups right there. That's these same 3 cups. This is escalating. This is going from the 4 to the 5. This is them being focused on the 3 cups and not being happy with it and daydreaming about the other cup, the other thing that they think would lead to emotional happiness and fulfillment. This has got 2 elements. They're feeling sadness and remorse and maybe some guilt and regrets, because they weren't happy with what they had with you, and they kept daydreaming about the cup that they wanted to dip their wand into, and then they actually went and did it, and now they feel some sadness and remorse about it. This could also represent that your person is contemplating making a love offer to you. They haven't done it yet, probably out of fear of being rejected because of what happened here. The Lover's right under that, Gemini energy, major arcana, divine counterparts. This is two people that are probably supposed to be together. It also can represent the choice between more than one lover. They definitely had that. They were daydreaming about the other person, and now this is so, like that Eight of Cups we saw for them, like the emotional detaching and physically walking away, going down that new path, leaving the Eight Cups behind to go find what they think is going to make them happy, the thing that's better. It's like, is the grass greener on the other side of the fence syndrome. And most people find out when they get to the other side of the fence, nope, the grass ain't really greener over here. It's because it's greener where you water it and nurture it and put something of yourself into it. And they weren't doing that. They just wanted to jump on the other side of the fence and be a player. So they definitely had a choice between lovers here. This is almost like they got what they wanted, and now that they got that and don't have you, now, yeah, it's definitely them. We've seen this King of Pentacles represent them several times. Now they don't have you because they were being a player. And I think they're confused about what to do with their options. But this is telling me that they still have options. If not with you, with that other person, or potentially multiple other persons. What actually came up to clarify the Five of Cups is the Ten of Cups, the Emperor, and the Tower. That Ten of Cups, we already saw this in your energy. It was the first card in your energy. A person's first card is the most important card. It's that happy fairy tale love connection we all dream of. That happy fairy tale ending. I think your person is hoping to get a happy fairy tale ending with you. To recombine this so that you're joined back together emotionally and fully in love. It's like they're trying to figure out how to take control and get what they want. Put together a plan to get that. So that this can be, the pain of it can be left in the past. And we can get past all these obstacles of all the stuff I was hiding from you. And get this back. But again, this Moon card is also affecting them, and that they have fear, worry, and anxiety about the uncertainty of, can I get this back? Can we put the work in on it and fix this? Will Taurus take me back? Won't they take me back? Will they let me leave this in the past and us move forward together? Or are they going to leave me in the past and move forward without me because I can't control my own damn wand and I have my happiness tied to my wand? And then I do foolish behavior and take leaps of faith and risks outside of the connection. Yeah, definitely. And that is an overwhelming amount of energy. Eight of Wands is a lot of energy coming at you at once. It would be like trying to take a drink of water out of a fire hose. It's too much. It knocks you on your ass. Very fast moving, overwhelming energy. There's that Knight of Swords again, son of a bitch. King of Cups, that was your person's first clarifier. This person made emotional decisions and just did it without thinking about it. It's so crazy how both decks are telling me the same story here. Next, to clarify that Five of Cups for your person, we have the Emperor, which is the other card that's out here for the shared energy affecting you both. They're trying to take control of this. They're trying to put together a plan and execute that plan to get past your wall. But there's definitely a wall in the way. There's the Tower is next. This is that everything came crashing down. Now, the Emperor can also be a controlling energy. Like I said, someone who's not actually in control, but they present themselves as being in control, when in reality, something else is controlling them. And that thing that was actually in control was this devil energy that we see over on your side that's describing them. And that's what brought the Tower down. And this is them having sadness and remorse about that. Final card in your person's energy here for October 2022, Taurus, is the Four of Pentacles. Capricorn energy. of holding on tightly to something and not wanting to let go of it. Tell me about this Four of Coins, please. What are they holding on tightly to? What are they holding on tightly to, please? Okay. Yeah. Bottom of the deck. Four of Cups. This is Cancer energy. Again, not being emotionally happy and content with what they have. They're not happy now that they got their third cup, and now they're daydreaming about you. But at the same time, when they were with you, they weren't happy with what they had with you, and they were daydreaming about the other cup they wanted to dip their wand in. I feel like this is signifying that your person is wanting to hold on to you because they lost you, and I think at the same time wanting to still hold on to the other person that they brought in, that third cup of love. Yeah, they're not happy because this is over with you. It's come to an end. Now, it is possible also that their third party, things have come to an end with them, and now they're trying to figure out a way to not lose you and to come back. Now, this is definitely telling me that it came to an end with you because they took rapid, decisive action. They didn't think it through first. They thought about it after the fact. It was definitely them. There's that King of Pentacles again. And there's that Knight of Wands again. The player. Shifting loyalties. Options. Choices between more than one lover. Two of Wands. A choice about passion, desire. Like, what is it I really want? What do I have the most desire for? The most sexual energy and attraction for? Don't like them. Don't like them. I feel like a dishonest energy coming from them. I've got the Queen of Cups here to clarify that Four of Pentacles. The Nine of Swords. The Four of Wands. Six of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles. Don't like it. Queen of Cups. Now I've got the King and the Queen of Cups. Counterparts. Two cards that are supposed to be together. Two people that are probably supposed to be together. A power couple. But this is all in your person's energy. So this is a power couple in terms of the way they're looking at it. It's still showing up present here. For you, the two references that I had to power couple were the Emperor and the Empress and the Lover's card, neither of which are actually out here on the table in your energy. So for you, the separation is clear. You're single. The cycle has ended. Looks like you severed it. You probably put the boundaries in place and put this on pause, break, however you want to look at that. But now they're still seeing this as power couple. They're still wanting to hold on to that. Next, to clarify that holding on tightly to something and not letting go of it, we have the Nine of Swords. We see you in the Eight of Swords. This is one step worse than that. This is Gemini energy of fear, worry, anxiety. There's two cards that mean that. The Moon and the Nine of Swords. The Moon is in the shared energy affecting both of you, and they also have the other one in their energy. So that's a lot of fear, worry, and anxiety they have. This is thinking about something over and over again with all that fear and worry and anxiety behind their thinking that it starts to physically stress them out. This can be sleepless nights, nightmares, can't concentrate on what they're doing during the day, being distracted all the time. It's an energy of someone who is covering their eyes because in their mind this situation is so bad that they don't want to look at it. They don't want to face it. They don't want to think about it. Stressing out. Stressing out about how to take control, how to get what it is that they want, put together the plan and execute it to get what they want. And then there's this another 9 here, this wall that's in between the two of you, the wall that's in the way. Possible, like, part of the wall is the fact that you're in hermit mode. We have this in your energy. So it could be that you're just not communicating with them while you're trying to figure out what the hell to do. Next, to clarify the Four of Pentacles, is the Four of Wands. This is Aries energy. This is Fours are about stability. So this is stability of the home life, stability of the family life, stability of the connection between the two of you. These 4 wands represent 1111, which is the number of manifesting. Usually this is a celebration card, like a celebration of the home, like a wedding, an engagement, baby shower, housewarming party, something like that. Or it can actually be the thing that someone was trying to manifest has finally showed up in the physical reality, and now it's celebrating that it's here and it's got some stability tied to it. This is feeling more like they're wanting to hold on to the stability of the home and the family. I keep seeing King and Queen of Pentacles, but they're always separated. I saw the Hierophant marriage card. Don't have the 10 of Pentacles still. I've got the 9 of Pentacles. So you're not together. Yeah, definitely, because right next to this stability of the home, family, and connection is the Tower, and it all coming apart, and they're worried and anxious and stressed about that, and still wanting to hold on to you and that stability of the home and the family with you. Part of them is wanting to balance this out with this 6 of Pentacles. This is Taurus energy of generosity, reciprocity, equal give and take. Like, you scratch my back, I'll scratch your back. You take care of me, I take care of you. Like reciprocity, but balancing it out. Putting in the work to balance it out. Putting in the work to gain the balance back. But the other meaning to this card is the Merchant, which would be your person giving to 2, which is what they did. And I can't shake the feeling, like I kept feeling dishonest from them. And this is a case of where I had you, and now you have cut me off, and I don't have you anymore. And I don't like that, because I didn't get to control that. You controlled that, and I want to be in control. So now I'm trying to figure out how to bypass all of that and get this back and overcome the obstacles. But I don't feel... I've got the King and the Queen of Cups with the 10 of Cups in the middle of it. So that is a good sign, but I still can't shake the feeling that now they're viewing it that way after the fact, simply because they lost you. I don't really feel like I believe them on that. This could be telling me that they want to balance it out, but it could just as easily be telling me that they want to hold on to be able to give to 2 people. Now, I've seen that whole player energy an awful lot. Right next card down is the options and the choice between lovers and the choice between some 2 things I have passion and desire and attraction toward. Your person wants to hold on to you because they've lost you. And I think they also want to hold on to their ability to give to 2 and their ability to have this opportunity. Now, again, this is the Ace of Pentacles. It's a new opportunity being presented, a physical, tangible opportunity, something in the real world you can touch. When you have options and choices and more than one lover and more than one person that you're giving to, you have a physical opportunity with that other person as well. And they want to hold on to that, but they want to hold on to an opportunity to balance things out with you at the same time. And I think that they actually have that opportunity to do either or both. And because this Moon card is sitting in the middle of these 2 cards about let's leave this in the past and move forward without the pain. Let's overcome the wall that's in between us and the challenges that are in between us and get past all of that successfully. In the middle of it is still something hidden in the dark, some secret being kept. And your person being in an energy of like trying to figure out how to maintain control and hold on to what they want and maintain the ability to hold on to being able to put together a plan to get what they want and still execute that plan to get what they want, even though that's the very thing that brought the Tower down to begin with. Now, if you still have questions you want answered about this situation or your relationship, click on any of the videos that just appeared on your screen right now. When you do, you'll be taken to even more Taurus love readings that can give you more insight and more clarity about what's really going on in your specific situation. And I'll see you in the next video.